Backyard Bullion here, and welcome to this midweek pondering, which actually is quite a good little title actually for these Wednesday videos. So welcome to this week's midweek pondering, which is on what is the best investment that you can make. Now this is a question which I get asked an awful lot. It's a question which I get asked probably a little bit more than I'm comfortable with, because at the end of the day I'm not a financial planner, and by the way this is the kind of disclaimer part of the video. I'm not a financial planner, I'm not an investment guru, I'm just a dude who likes to buy gold and silver, and you know, I like to share that with you guys on YouTube. So any financial decisions you guys make, these are just my own thoughts and opinions, and you need to very much think about what's right for you and make those decisions from there, and any financial decisions you make are yours and yours alone. So that disclaimer out the way, I do have here some cool old school silver Swiss coins from Switzerland, obviously, with the Swiss Miss on them. Mr. Zeke will no doubt be frothing at the mouth. And also some cool gold coins to share with you guys as I ramble on. Now this topic about what is the best investment that you can make, it's one which I said I get asked a lot, and I get asked it through YouTube, through the Silver Forum, through email on my website and everything as well. And I get why, you know, people see the reviews I might do on a particular coin or on a particular metal type, like I did a couple of weeks ago with the platinum coin. And you know, a lot of the time I'm very much kind of giving a hedged answer, saying, well, you know, for me in my situation, it's very much this is right for me. But again, as I said earlier, it's very much, you know, not what is right for me is right for you, and you need to look at that very much independently. So the answer to the question, what is right for you, what is the best investment that you can make, I'm actually going to come down on a very different side of the coin, no pun intended. So rather than choosing heads or tails, I'm going to go for the end up version. So the answer to the question I'm going to give today is, what's the best investment that you can make? And the best investment, in my opinion, that you can make is in yourself. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean, if you're going to be looking to buy gold, silver, platinum, specialist numismatics, all of those types of things, there's two kind of, you know, angles which I want to talk about. Investing in yourself is one great way to be able to afford more things in the future. You know, if you invest in yourself in terms of your education, your career, your development, your own personal attitudes and belief towards work, you know, earning money, saving money, all of those types of things, that can very much play into, you know, budgets and how much you can afford, and then how much you'll be able to buy, and you know, whether or not that then becomes a good investment is kind of secondary. But the kind of area that I want to talk about first is, you know, investing in yourself in terms of learning about things and learning about gold, silver, platinum, coins, numismatics, all of those types of things, because that is absolutely invaluable and will save you more money, make you more money in the long run than it will cost you money in the long run. Now, but what I mean by this, you know, learning something new every day, that is something which I live by. That's a little mantra which I try and live by, and it's something which I've actually, interestingly enough, learned from YouTube. Now, I watch a lot of other YouTube channels as opposed to gold and silver, and in fact I've got two separate YouTube accounts, my personal account and my Backyard Bullion account, and I try and keep them very separate for clear reasons. You know, I want to have my, you know, gold and silver stuff which I watch on one side, and I want to have all of the just fun other videos I watch, you know, the big YouTube channels out there, on the other. But I learn from both, and I learn from both in different ways. You know, when I started Backyard Bullion, you know, when I started looking to buy gold and silver at all, you know, I watched a lot of YouTube videos on it. I watched a lot of people talking about what they were buying, what they should be buying, all of those types of questions. I watched a lot of videos on how people poured silver. You know, right at the start of this whole adventure, I was watching Hi Ho Silver, Mr. Zeke, Losing Louis, Vulcan, loads of other people, too many to name. And I was watching how they did it, and you know, the old adage of monkey see, monkey do. I learned, and I, you know, enacted that learning, and I tried it, and you know, here I am. And you know, that's something that's really, really very cool in my opinion. You know, and a lot of people out there will look at things and think, oh, that's too hard, or I can't do that, or you know, I'll not be able to do that, or I won't do it right, or I'll get it wrong. And ultimately, you won't know unless you try. And that's kind of the adage that I live by now. You know, if you've got something that you need to do, try and learn to do it, because you'll only better yourself. And whether that's learning about different types of investments, gold and silver, you know, very much absorbing all the knowledge that you can, whether that's through YouTube, different investment sites, asking different questions. And that's why, you know, I don't mind getting asked these questions, but I do mind kind of the answers I give, I don't really like to tell people what to do with money. It needs to be your own decisions. But asking YouTubers questions, engaging with YouTubers. So guys, please feel free to comment on this video. Do so respectfully, because again, not everybody is going to agree with everybody. But commenting on other people's videos, learning from that is really, really key. And if you do that, in my opinion, you will learn so much that you'll be able to bring that into your own kind of investment decisions. And that, in my opinion, is priceless. Now, the other side of the coin, or as I'm saying, heads and tails is not what I'm choosing here, but the other side of the rim of the coin that I've decided to flip on its side is about investing in yourself. Now, if you want to buy gold and silver, if you want to aspire to buy lots of gold and silver and investing in gold and silver, then you need money. Money, sadly, is the way the world works. It's the way the world turns. It is the means by which we all sustain ourselves, buy food, buy houses, keep clothes on our back, etc., etc. And in my opinion, investing in yourself in terms of your own education, in terms of your own development, is really, really important. Now, I'm going to caveat that by saying it's not important for everybody, and I understand that, and I understand why. And I also understand that for some people it's not practical and it's not within reach because family circumstances or personal circumstances or just generally life gets in the way, and I get that and I understand that. So I'm not here to kind of preach that everybody should go back into education and do a similar thing to me. I was out of uni. I did an archaeology degree when I went to university, and I was very fortunate to even get a good education and go to university. My parents were very keen on good education and obviously going to university, and that's great. But at the end of the day, I did an archaeology degree, which is, for those of you who don't know, it's about the study of history, and it's about the practical study of history. And I kid you not, in one of my modules at university, I did a module on how to scientifically dig a hole, which, a whole semester on how to dig a hole. And that was not a particularly practical skill which I could bring into the workplace later in my career. So, after university and after numerous years of kind of basically just bumming around in not very good jobs, I took it upon myself to go back to university again. I did a master's degree in business management and human resources, and I ended up in much better jobs, much better paid jobs, much more fulfilling jobs that weren't soul destroying like my first job, which was processing loan applications for people who really shouldn't be allowed to have loans in the first place. So, investing in yourself, investing in education, investing in the future is fantastic, and it's a great way to develop your career. It's a great way to develop yourself, to learn something new. It's a great way to learn new skills. Even if you are, you've got your job, you love your job, you're happy with your job, learning a new skill is just a really great way to save money, if not anything else in the future. I've got numerous friends who, when they come round and they have a look in our garden, we've built so much stuff in our garden. We've built a whole decking area with a pergola. Mrs. Backyard Bullion and I, we in fact used YouTube. We went on YouTube and we found various channels that was building channels, trade channels, and they showed how to do decking. And we'd looked up about it, and getting a tradesman in to do it was an option. And we worked out that it would cost something like 1,500 quid to get something like that done. But we then just thought, you know what, let's give it a go. What's the worst that can happen? We'll just get someone in to fix it. And we did it, and it cost us about £350 in materials, and not including our time. Huge savings. Small things like how to wire a plug, how to change a spark plug in your car, things like that, which are really, really easy to learn, in my opinion. Really easy to learn, but a lot of people won't do them. And the money that you save on all of that is money that's going to be in your bank account. It's money that you can then buy shiny things like this gold Britannia with, and that's the crux of it all, isn't it? Do something today that makes you stronger or better tomorrow than you were yesterday. That is an adage which I have taken on board. It's actually an ethos which is, I've learned from actually another YouTube channel, and one of the big YouTubers out there, one of the big vloggers out there, and that's a really great adage to live life by, in my opinion. Do something today which makes you stronger tomorrow than you were yesterday. Whether that's education, learning something new today, saving some extra money so you've got more money in your bank account, doing more work so you've got some more money in the bank account, or doing something around the house that needs fixing, or tidying, or just do something which makes life better tomorrow than it was yesterday. So that's a really kind of important adage which I live my life by. And I kind of bring that into the whole world of investing and the whole world of kind of YouTube and Backyard Bullion. And if you're out there and you're aspiring and you want to look to kind of get you know, your YouTube channel growing and things, then go learn from other people, ask questions, go watch the giant YouTubers, go watch the Dude Perfects and the PewDiePies and all of those people, you know, and look at what they've done. Go and look at some of their earlier videos and see, you know, how they grew their channel and all of that type of thing. That's what I did, and I really, you know, I learned so much from that whole YouTube world, and I continue to do that. And whilst I understand and appreciate that I'm never going to get to a point where I've got millions of YouTube subscribers and I'm, you know, doing YouTube as a full-time job, you know, you can pick up some pocket change from making YouTube videos, and if you do that and you do it well, it can be a massively fulfilling and really, really rewarding hobby to do, and it's one that is incredibly addictive to do as well. I really do love making these videos and sharing it with you guys, and you know, hearing your guys' feedback on videos like this and coins which I show, that's fantastic in of itself. So go and learn something new today. That's what I encourage. I think, you know, education is fantastic, whether it's in a formal setting, if you know, go back to university and get a better job, or whether you're just going to learn something new, you know, how to put up a shelf in your house rather than getting a tradesman in to do it and things like that. You know, I think that's a really, really important way to kind of live life and to, you know, to have that ethos, and saving money and you know, spending that money wisely is really important as well. And I've said this kind of thing before in the past as well, about like debt and debt management and things like that. You know, I think that's a different kettle of fish altogether, so I won't get too much into it. But you know, I used to live my life very differently in terms of finances and money, and I really wasn't very good at saving money when I was a lot younger, especially out of university in that crappy job which I was talking about. You know, I'd compensate for how bad my job was by going out and having fun, and that's fine. But it really didn't lend itself very well for me to save money to buy a house or to buy a car or to go on a holiday and things like that. So, or even buy any gold and silver, but I wasn't buying gold and silver back then. So yeah, that's my thoughts. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, please put a thumbs up on it and share it around on your social media. That would be very helpful. Also, I encourage you guys to comment, because I keep on learning something from everybody else who comments on these videos. I really enjoy all of the thoughts and opinions that you guys share on it. Just a reminder though, please do it respectfully, because not everybody will have the same thoughts and opinions as you or me. If you like the video, as I said, put a thumbs up on it, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, and if you can hit that little alarm bell that's next to the subscribe button, then you get a notification when I upload future videos. Otherwise, all I've got to say is thank you so much for watching, and please make sure that you like, share, comment and subscribe for more.